Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this live Q&A with myself and Liam. If you're not sure who Liam is the head of marketing here at FitPro Legion, so I thought might as well get him on to ask a load of questions too. So first of all, we're going to talk about summer campaigns. Now the summer holidays are more or less here. So you're on the front line. You're doing this day in and day out for the ad clients, Liam. What's kind of the first thing that comes to your mind when we think about summer holiday campaigns?
I think that obviously some gym owners think it's a bit of a dead time in terms of ads and stuff like that. But I think as long as you can make it relevant, make it sort of low barrier and make it sort of flexible. For instance, if you are running a 6-week program, some people might think, well, I've got a holiday in the middle of that. You should be able to either pause that or have some flexibility there. But the number one thing I think is knowing your audience. So who's most likely to take action during the summer. Parents who are off work, juggling holidays, teachers with more free time. For those who sort of target maybe a younger audience, you've got students and stuff like that are home from uni, so they might have a bit of time in their hands as well. And they're looking for quick wins, I think, at this time of year, or most people are before a holiday. So that's where I would probably recommend shorter programs. I think they would work better, or at least some flexibility within that program.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you're saying, like, come and join my 12-week program right in the middle or just at the start of the summer holidays, they're going to be thinking like the kids are off school. I've got holidays. There's going to be loads of weddings. There's got to be loads of outdoor events that we've already got booked in. And they're probably just going to be thinking to themselves, I'm just not going to get the results I want from this 12-week program because it's just so long. It's going to eat into all of those things. It's just not worth doing. And that's why we were saying there, like, if you're doing the 12-week program, you might as well just kind of pause that or kind of just have some other options or variations of it so you can put it out there to an audience that actually want to buy. And that's probably where we move into the next, is really understanding your audience, because that isn't to say a 12-week won't work right now. So like you just said there, school teachers, they probably just want a time off. They want to relax and deload and everything. Whereas people who are maybe coming into retirement or in retirement, their change of mind is going to be completely different. They want different things from the summer holidays. Likewise, uni students or people in their early 20s, they will have a different training or different mindset when it comes to this time of year as well. So knowing your audience is going to be huge. So I know we were talking to a client earlier about a menopause campaign for this type of year. What were your thoughts on running that?
Yeah, I mean, menopause campaigns, they work well throughout the year, really. But I think, summer is a time where they don't want those sort of symptoms of the menopause dragging them down and making them feel a little bit crap through the summer. And obviously one of the symptoms is hot flushes. So you can imagine that is even worse in the summer. So, I think they'll work really well.
Yeah, 100%. And then that kind of goes into then with keeping the offer specific to the time of year. And what we're talking about there is making sure that the offer name coincides with what's going on in this time of year. So if you just call your program a 6-week program, it's not interesting, it's not fun, it's not exciting. Where if you called it a 6-week summer shred or a 6-week summer meltdown, or something that has the vibe, the feeling of what's going on in the environment right now, it's going to make a huge difference to the marketing campaigns. And the example we always give to that to everybody is DFS. DFS have the same sale on all the time. But it looks like Liam's just left. Will he come back? Not sure the internet was working there. But yeah, they have a different offer running all the time, but the name of the offer is different each time. So they'll have the winter sale, the summer sale, the spring sale. Again, it's the same sale. It's just on at a different time of year to make it fun, to make it interesting, to make it different, and most of all, to pull prospects in. Let's have a look if Liam does come back. While we wait for him to get back, let's move on to another part then, is going to be flexible when selling too. And what we mean by this is have offers and additional things up your sleeves. For example, now, if you are promoting the 6-week program, oh, he's back. If
Sorry,
you are promoting the
technical
6-week
issue.
program and they say, I've got summer holidays coming up, I'm going to miss 2 of it, then you can easily say, don't worry about that. What we'll do is we'll pause it and we'll add an extra 2 weeks at the end so you can secure that 6-week program. 2 weeks extra for you isn't really going to make any difference to the overall grand scale of it. It's just making sure that you secure that deal. Or it might be, you know what, my eldest daughter's just come home from university. I've not really seen her much. You can say, oh, you know what we'll do is if you join our 6 weeks, we'll give you 4 passes where you can bring your eldest daughter to 4 sessions with you so you can train together and have that catch-up mother and daughter time together. So having these unique offers, these things up your sleeve is going to make it a lot easier to sell these programs during the summer holidays.
Yeah, 100%. Flexibility is key, isn't it, in the summer? Just because there's so many plans on the go, like you said, there's weddings and abroad or whatever, holidays, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think parents is a key one. I mean, normally they're spending up to 2 hours a day, sometimes stuck in that traffic, dropping their kids off during normal school time. So really, they should have that extra little bit of time as well. And you could maybe include that into the ad copies when you are targeting them. Instead of being sat in traffic, you can be working out and getting fit, sort of thing. But like you said, yeah, avoiding long campaigns is one thing. If you are a business that only runs 12-week or something like that, then flexibility is super important there. And like you said, the pay-as-you-go passes and all that. It's just reducing the amount of barriers at the end of the day, isn't it?
Nice. So I think we'll call it there for today. Hopefully we've given you a good few ideas of type of campaigns to run over the summer holidays and maybe things to think about to not do or maybe to include to make those sales a little bit easier. But most of all, just don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, it is a different time of the year. But if you start introducing the correct terminology, the correct offers, then there's no reason you can't still make plenty of sales. So until next week, we'll speak to you all then. Cheers.
See you later.